Hey, welcome back to the channel. We already got the day started a few hours back. We had some things sell in the store overnight, and Debbie's made the postal run. In fact, she's not back yet. She also had some things to do at the church today. We did a auction yesterday. We actually ran to 2 auctions yesterday, and we'll bring you up to speed on that in just a bit. A big haul yesterday. It was a big haul.
Good haul. Oh, thanks.
In fact, I was a little shocked by it. We bid on a day bed at this auction. It was an online auction, and Debbie was looking for a day bed for a room that we're renovating in the house. It's a guest room, and so we were looking for it. We've been looking for this bed for a while, right? It had to be the right one. So we found it at this auction, and I thought, what the heck? I'm already going there to pick up this day bed with the trailer, so I might as well bid on a few other things. Well, we won those few other things. And we have a trailer full of, and it looks like media, and it is. It's a lot of media. And there's electronics mixed in here as well, so you'll see some radios and some telephones, and over there's some glassware.
Glassware looking a little sparse.
We brought all this haul home yesterday, got the bed out of the trailer, and we had filled up the Jeep as well. So it not only filled the trailer, but it also filled up the back of the Jeep.
I got a lot of good stuff. Look at that stuff.
We took all the items out of the Jeep, put them in the trailer after we got the bed out. And last night, I cleaned some of the trailer out. So these DVDs, movies, a lot of them were still in their original packaging. So I rushed through and got some movies listed that were new. You know, Christmas is coming up, so figured people might want some things.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
Already got some listed last night, like I said, and that was some of the items that went out this morning, so they sold quickly. But I still have this box here of new things. These are all still new in their original packaging. There's Cinderella 3, there's Cinderella, Cinderella 2.
Cinderella. Everybody's talking about Cinderella now.
Yeah, and all these are brand new. You can see that's still new and it's shrink wrap. And then you always like it when you find some VHS tapes. These VHSs, this whole series, The Life of Jesus Christ on VHS, still new in its packaging, still new in the shrink wrap. There's a DVD that I didn't get listed yesterday, Good Will Hunting. It'll get listed today. And you can see there's more VHSs that are still in their original shrink wrap. So there's Something About Mary, still sealed.
I'd say their fate is sealed, Robin.
In VHS. I tell you, as long as VHS has stopped being around, to find new in the shrink wrap VHS tapes, that's pretty cool to me. That is pretty cool. So we'll probably get those listed up today. I know I've got some video editing to do. I still have 45s that I've not listed, even though I do have sleeves for those now. There's a stack of 45s there sitting on my pack table. And there's some more under the pack table as well. So we got to get that done. And I didn't finish the coins. So I've got just a ton of stuff to get caught up in the store.
It's like it ain't enough hours in the day.
I know Debbie wants to get, remember that guest room I'm telling you about that needed renovated? She wants to get that finished so she can get the bed into that room, because right now that bed's dismantled and sitting in our dining room.
I put the bed exactly where he said.
It's not good to have a bed in your dining room. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we'll probably get you caught up on some of the renovation work that we're doing in there as well. I know we had a lot of holes to fill in the wall.
Look at the hole in that wall.
And then we have some painting to do. And I believe some of the baseboard trim and door trim needs to be replaced in that room. So there's quite an undertaking taking place in renovating the guest room. So we'll get caught up on all that stuff, and I'll bring you all along with me.
Come along now, come along.
All right, I feel like this is an episode of This Old House, but this is the room that we're working on. And I'm not going to work on it wearing this. So it may look like different hat, different shirt, different day. But it won't be. And we'll be right back with you in just a flash.
And get back to work!
This place is a white mess. And Debbie wanted to clean this last night, didn't you?
Yep.
Debbie wanted to clean this up because we finished up the sanding last night. So it is another day. But we want to paint today because the walls, I think, are ready for paint. I think what we need to do is unplug all of the electronic gear we got in here because we got orbital sanders kind of all over the place. We're going to get this plastic picked up, get everything picked up in the room, and then we'll vacuum up our white dust, and then we'll get to painting.
Nice painting.
We have gotten quite a bit done today. As you see, it's very bright and cheery. I want to eventually make it kind of a sunflower thing.
Brighter than sunflowers.
We still have a whole lot more that we need to get done, but I like it. I think it's bright and cheery, and it will look really nice once we get all the finishing touches. We have doors to put on and baseboards to put on, and we still have the bathroom to do. We ran into a little hiccup in the bathroom.
Yeah, the previous owners decided to put a nail through a pipe, and then when I pulled the baseboard off, it unsealed that nice little trap that they made for us, and water went everywhere.
I came to mop up. Just the woman I'm looking for. Come right ahead.
Yeah, so therefore we had a plumbing repair that had to be done. So the bathroom part is not finished, but I decided to paint the crown molding kind of a whitewash. I'm trying to make it not only bright and cheery, but kind of a rustic feel to it. And it'll get there once we get everything else accomplished. So up there is the crown molding with our rustic beams. And so eventually it has a whitewash type look to it. I wanted to kind of look a little worn and torn, if that, or weathered. I think weathered is probably a better word. But anyways, I'm excited with the progress that we've made.
Yeah, and there's the hole that's left. We got some more patching to do tomorrow, but basically water shot out of there as soon as we pulled the baseboard off.
That's a geyser.
Well, I got a little cleaned up after that mess in that room renovation. And something else that's happened since I got cleaned up from that room renovation was a little something outside. Yeah. So you can see I've got that's about that's about a 2.5 foot drift I gotta step through to get around out here. It might have snowed a little bit, and thank God the buildings are blocking the wind a little, so I'm not getting blown about, but it is awfully windy, thus the drifts, right? I want to show you what we got accomplished on that room.
It is done.
I have just a few finishing touches. I have a ladder that I'm going to hang my quilts on over here in this corner.
Bat ladder. Bat ladder away.
So the cool thing is everything, this room cost us hardly anything to do. We got a lot of stuff like free.
Yeah, from an auction. People had left some things behind.
And the auctioneer just wanted to clean out the site.
Yep, and she said, take what you want, and so we did. So the stand
That the TV's on.
The
That was
TV
a
is
freebie.
on. The mattress and box springs.
They were very clean. And normally we pass on those
we
or
do.
throw them on the burn pile.
We do, but they were very clean. They were in excellent condition, and the price was right. It was free.
It was free.
And this shelf, not all the contents on it, but this shelf, the picture on the wall back here, and then I have a friend that I help her in her antique store, and so when I help her, I love her stuff, and so she lets me pick out stuff, and so a lot of that is from her. So
and that's where the mirror came from.
and that's
right?
where the mirror came from. That's where the rag dolls came from. That's where a lot of the the rag dolls and the decorations and stuff came from. These pictures. So, and we move on to the bathroom part of the room, and we still have some few things I need to get paint off of the floor and stuff like that, but it turned out really well.
There was an old medicine cabinet there, and we hung an old frame mirror.
Yeah, so this was made out of old barnwood, and this was the mirror that was in here when we first moved in.
Oh, that's right.
And but Ethan, when this room was his, he designed it the way he wanted to, and he put a medicine cabinet there. And so I wanted to take everything back to the rustic bones, kind of. So that's why we put that back up there.
And we also removed the closet doors when we first moved in, so I like the curtains that you've put up here too. That's nice.
Yeah, so these were something that we already had. They match the quilt that we have on the bed. So
Cool.
And there's Levi. He's enjoying his
Levi's
new,
enjoying the place.
Yeah, he's enjoying his new little
Oh,
room.
and those books over there, we got those at an auction.
Yep, we did. My little stand there and my lamps.
So we
both
pulled some
Julie's.
things out of the eBay store as well, right? So, but we find so many things that we put in the eBay store that we didn't originally necessarily bid on at the auction. They're just kind of leftover things. So I kind of like the bed frame came off of Facebook Marketplace. So that was a $30 investment that we made on the bed frame.
But I like it's everything is just done from.
It's all thrifting.
It's all thrifting.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that it has turned out remarkable. I love it. It's nice and cozy, and I'm excited about it. I actually use it as my little room that I do my devotions and read my Bible in now, because it's just so warm and cozy.
We hope you find the room comfortable.
Well, I love what you've done.
Thank you.
And we knocked it out pretty quickly.
We did. There's still a few little things that I need to touch up.
We replaced all the baseboard
We
throughout
did.
the place.
And
we painted the walls, the ceiling. We patched everything. We tore down some crown molding and put up and kept some crown molding. So we did a lot of construction work in this room.
But there's still a touch that I haven't finished. That needs to be finished.
We gotta fix up some trim here.
And down here, there's some trim that needs fixed.
Needs sanded and painted in a couple spots.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, it's. I don't remember if we did a before and after picture or not.
We didn't do I don't think we did a before. We did a during. We showed them the dusty mess we were working on.
We should have shown the before.
The 5 years of a 20-some-year-old son living in this room and knocking the walls around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come a long way, baby.
You have come a long way, baby.
The carpet, when I first came in here, this whole section right here, the carpet was literally black.
Yeah.
And I shampooed the carpet, and praise the Lord, it came up and
all nice.
Yep.
Cool.
So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. It's
Beyond words.
our daughter, she says that it has my touch all over it.
It does have your touch all over it. It does.
So, and those are my little things that you had gotten me, because when I was growing up, my grandma had the same, and I had a set, and I think this you had to replace because little kitty cats broke it. So I put it in a spot so little kitty cats wouldn't break
I
it.
like thrifting. And that little thing came out of the eBay store.
It did, and so did that.
And so did that.
And so did this.
It did. We still have some crosses in the eBay store.
Yeah. Well, actually, when we got the...
We
picked out the crosses. Yeah, we picked out the crosses that we wanted to keep, and then we put the other ones in.
Cross ventilation.
Yeah, so it's a 100% thrifting room.
Yep, it is, and it looks remarkable. So,
I love
and this
what you've
little
done.
stand we bought 6 years ago, and we had it in our living room, but it just
didn't fit.
ever fit.
Yeah.
And I've moved it around, and it has...
It stuck around because it knew you would find a home for it.
Well, because I loved that piece of furniture. we bought that piece of furniture. I did not know where to put it, but I loved that piece of furniture.
It's a cool little stand.
It is.
And it's got USB ports over
It does
on
on the side, yeah.
12 megabyte USB, 2 ports.
I dig
like
it the
it.
most.
I do too. So we'll have more room. So as we're going, we might as well go in here. So this is your old office.
It is my old office.
And up until yesterday, it was the catch-all room, and it still kind of is the catch-all room. However, it's an organized mess, as my grandmother would say.
She's a smart little thing. Smart.
Well, things are in totes and it's cleaned up.
Yep. So I need to come in here and shampoo this carpet. But eventually we got a daybed when we were we got that from an auction, didn't we? And so I have a daybed that in the near future we will clear this stuff out, and I will put a daybed in here, and we'll paint the walls and stuff in here. I haven't decided what color yet.
Hey Hubie, let me pick the next color. Hey Hubie.
And this is stuff that needs to be listed on eBay.
This stuff, not this here, but this other stuff, yes.
I think it's an owl.
Yeah, it's all kinds of owl plates.
Yeah, these are all owl plates. I really need to get those listed.
Yeah.
It's not owl season right now.
Owl hunters.
No. No.
At least you weren't hunting owls.
Well, that was a major accomplishment. I got to hold on to the rails. I go down these steps. Last night, I almost did it again. Last night I came out and went right down on those steps.
Sorry, slipped on the baked Alaska.
Knocked me down hard because it's a little slippery out here. And I know I need to shovel this out, but the second I shovel it out, it just all is going to blow right back in because we've got about 30-mile-per-hour winds out there. And that's what's creating those drifts. I've gone through some of the DVDs we had, just to bring you up to speed of what's been going on outside of the room renovation. We've knocked this pile down quite a bit. There used to be a lot here. And if you remember, the trailer was full. But we emptied the trailer because we had to make a couple of auction runs. Pick up mattresses, furniture, things like that we normally don't buy because we don't sell those on eBay. But we've thinned the herd a little bit. I've been going through them, picking out the good stuff, and we've already sold quite a bit since I've been listing them, and I'm making good progress. In fact, I probably ought to go through with you some of the things that have sold since we last talked.
A new update.
So we'll jump right into this list. It'll give you an idea of kind of the diversity of things we've sold, although I would say we've sold a lot of media in the past week or so. I'm not going to go through the entire list because it's massive. I think since I've last talked to you, we've sold about 100 items. So I'm going to get into the maybe up to 40-something, and I'm going to call it quits because I'm going to get tired of talking, I think.
Doesn't he ever shut up?
I'd like to thank David in Leoma, Tennessee, buying Louis L'Amour, 16 best-selling stories. It's a 9-disc audiobook. David in Elwood City, Pennsylvania, thank you for buying Andre Roux, The Homecoming on DVD. And David sent us a note that said, hey, I'd like to get this as soon as possible. So David, you are. It literally sold this morning. It's sitting on the pile right over there, getting ready to go out to the post office tomorrow. Kat in Neenah, Wisconsin, and that's not cat with a C, it's cat with a K, bought the musical Angel with harp. It's a 9.75 inch wind-up music box that plays Amazing Grace. We purchased that about a year ago. It's been sitting in the store, but it's nice. It found a home. A, and that would be the first initial, don't know the name, A, in Brookfield, Wisconsin, bought Heart's Greatest Hits 1998 CD. George in Laurel, Maryland, bought Spaghetti Westerns, 20 movies, a 5 DVD collection. Clarence in Flat Rock, Michigan, bought In the Footsteps of Sherlock Holmes on DVD, new and sealed. Patrick McNee is in that. Austin in Glen, Mississippi, bought Chasing Amy, the Criterion Collection on DVD. Michael in Charlotte, North Carolina, bought Erdman's Handbook to the Bible, hardcover from 1973, fully illustrated.
Well illustrated, Nelson.
Bryn in Rochester, New York, bought Vladimir Horowitz, New York Philharmonic, Eugene Ormandy, Rachmaninoff Red Seal LP from 1978. And that was a mouthful. Thanks, Bryn, for buying that. Rick in Westmont, Illinois, bought Tico and the Triumphs motorcycle, I Don't Believe Them, on 45 RPM vinyl record. Fusion in Laurel, Maryland, bought CVS Deluxe Advanced Automatic Blood Pressure Monitor Kit. That thing looked new in the box when we picked that up. We opened it up, everything was still in its original packaging, and we made note of that and sold it that way. Dennis in Montebello, California, bought Western Classics, 100 movie collection, 24 disc DVD set, new and sealed. Tracy in Greenwood, Arkansas, bought a vintage Ansco 127 Ready flash camera, retro film camera. Harry in Elk Grove, California, bought the Cannonball Run, Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore, Farrah Fawcett, classic comedy. Woo Sung in South Korea bought 38 Special Strength in Numbers CD.
We saw Molly Hatchet open for 38 Special.
Magdalena in Manassas, Virginia, bought a 1952 P Washington quarter, 90% silver. Magdalena also bought two 1926 Standing Liberty quarters. Now, we messed up on this. She bought two separate items there. The two quarters were one item, and the 52P Washington quarter was the other item. So I guess 3 quarters, but 2 sales. We neglected to combine the shipping on those. And so if we catch it, and we didn't, we'll put all that in one box and send it out. We sent it out in separate boxes. We realized our mistake, and we've reimbursed her the shipping on the second box. We offer combined shipping, so that's it. So if you ask for it, that's what you're going to get.
Okay, you asked for it!
Shane in Star, Idaho, bought The Toy on DVD. That was new and sealed. Paul in Meridian, Connecticut, bought Bonnie Raitt, Longing in Their Hearts, 1994 CD. Perry in Gibson, Louisiana, bought Almond and Woman to the Hardware. It's a, you remember when Cher was married to one of the Allman Brothers? There it is. That's their album. Eileen in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, bought the Ottoman Empire 20 para coin.
Call me when you have an ottoman.
Philip in St. Louis, Missouri, bought Kenny Rogers' The Gambler, 1978 LP. John in Vista, California, bought Walt's Favorites, the 110 string orchestra. That was 112, and 2 guys didn't show up for the recording. It was crazy. That's from 1962. David, Carlisle, Pennsylvania, bought a lot of 3 Ethiopian 1 centime coins. Kelsey in Greeley, Colorado, bought Disney's Have Yourself a Goofy Little Christmas, which I think everybody should do.
Goofy, check.
May in Reno, Nevada, bought Celestial Moon Tea Light Candle Holder, home decor in brass tone, 4-inch. So that little holder I got to tell you, I was driving out in the country, and normally I don't do yard sales, but there was a sign for a yard sale, but that's not why I went to it. Right underneath the yard sale sign, it said fresh eggs. And I thought, I'll bring home some fresh eggs. So I drove over there, walked around the yard sale. They really didn't have anything that I wanted. But I felt obligated to buy something from them since I drove there, right? I did buy the eggs, but I bought this little candle holder for like 25 cents. So there's that.
Whoop, there it is.
Christopher in Fort Mill, South Carolina, bought Lips Inc. Funky Town on 45. Bat in Fairfield, California, bought the Bee Gees' Spirits Having Flown 1979 vinyl LP. Dennis in Montebello, California, bought the Sean Connery Star Collection on DVD. Eric in Lebanon, Indiana, bought Christmas Joy Western Boone Music Department featuring Mike Clark. And that was recorded at TRC Studios in Indianapolis, and I have a history with that studio. So I thought that was pretty cool. Happy to see that it found itself going back home to Boone County, Indiana. Joel in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, bought Jerry Goff and Lil Jan Buckner, New Love on CD.
I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love.
Matt in Tecumseh, Michigan, bought Sweet Home Alabama on DVD. It's new and sealed. Jody in Sanger, California, bought Winnie the Pooh, A Very Merry Pooh Year. That DVD was in excellent condition from 2002.
Oh, you're poo-pooing.
Yes, I poo-poo.
Jim in Inglewood, Colorado, bought B.B. King Live at the Regal on CD. Danny in Winter Park, Florida, bought Seawind, Light the Light, 1979 vinyl LP. It's a promo copy. Steve in North Augusta, South Carolina, bought a vintage UPS authorized shipping outlet lighted sign.
It's a sign.
Who needed a sign?
Joseph in Utica, Illinois, bought Looking Glass by Brandy on 45 RPM record. Gigi in Fontana, California, bought a vintage Vivitar 600 Pocket 110 film camera. Marissa in Fairfield, California, bought Annie original motion picture soundtrack on vinyl LP. Keith in Portal, Georgia, bought car wash cleaning mitt gloves, microfiber green pack of 5. They were new in their original packaging. Ben in Las Vegas, Nevada, bought Saturday Night Live, the Best of SNL collection, big lot, 11 DVDs. 2 of those 11 were brand new sealed. The others were pre-owned as in opened, but they were in like new condition. Sondre in Stoke, Norway, or is it Stock, Norway? Somebody will correct me, I am sure. Vintage Kodak Kodalite flash holder. It's compatible with a Brownie Hawkeye. And the crazy thing is, when we acquired it, we thought we were getting a Brownie Hawkeye. I brought the camera back in here, started cleaning it up, and it disintegrated in my hands. It wasn't able to be sold. And that's the last thing on the list. That's as far down on the list as I think I need to go. So I think the furthest we shipped, I'd have to get out the globe, but it'd be a toss-up between Norway and South Korea, I think, on this list. But otherwise, we definitely went coast to coast. We went New York to California, and down to Florida, and didn't have a Texas in that one, but we went north, south, east, and west. So that's pretty cool, and that brings you up to speed on everything that's shipped to date. Well, Deb came in a minute ago asking for the snow shovel, so it sounds like she's going to take on the task of shoveling snow, which I really probably need to help her out with. So we're getting close to the 30-minute mark on this video anyway, so I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on the other social medias. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Bob's Bait Shop, you'll probably find us there. In any case, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time, and you all stay safe out there.